Hey, what's going on, guys? So, we're back at it again. So, today's adventure is basically we're gonna switch the tires of the Evo. So, they're like right there. And yeah, today I have to take it to a tire shop because I don't have a low profile jack. And then I don't have like the resources to do it here. So, this is where we basically taking them. So, I bought these guys. These are the Toyo tires. When I was basically trying to get tires from the dealership when it went through their inspection, they were giving me some generic tires. And since it's here in California, they didn't have any all like weather or full season tires and things like that. So right here you have like the stuff that I need to change the oil pan. Oil pan is stock and I have all the fluids in there in addition to a little bit of like the light bulbs for the headlights. So that will be another project. My apartment looks like a whole mechanic shop or mechanic store. So these are the babies that we're about to put in today. So let me put them on and then I'll get back to you guys. All right, we got them loaded. They're in the back seat, as you can see, like the set. So right now we're about to take it to like the tire shop so they can put them on. Yeah, we're replacing the other ones. The rear ones, according to the paper. Let me see if I can get a hold of it. It says that the rear ones are balding, but I was like, fuck it, might as well change all of them. They were trying to give me like some shitty, like generic, so I went for the Toyos. I always heard good reviews from them, and basically like good performance in them. So tire placement, the rear left tire has thread depth of 0.0 to 32 inches, indicating that it's completely worn out and requires replacement. So they're basically broken down by tire. So I'm just like, why am I replacing one? I might as well replace all of them. So, you know, it don't really fucking matter. But yeah, that's the first thing that we're about to get rid of. So that's basically more money, which is okay, I guess. I like just dropped almost $200 for fluids for the oil pan exchange or replacement. It's gonna be kind of like a hassle because the skid plate or the protecting plate underneath has one of the LEDs hooked on it. So pretty sure I have to figure out to move the wiring so I could take off the plate with the like LED strip light because they're not adhesive. Take that off and then work on getting the oil pan and everything. I was trying to do it today, but like the do-it-yourself shops or the auto body shops that they'll let you do it, it closes at 5, so I wasn't gonna like risk it. I'm probably gonna do it either tomorrow or Monday, but it's looking like a Monday thing. Since it's the holidays, everybody's like trying to go to the airport and fly home. And since I'm staying local, I'm like, hey, might as well like work on this. And, it is what it is. So I don't mind it. I love working on cars. So the only thing that like I hate is like not being able to do everything because it's actually kind of sucks. So I've taken Evie twice to work. Kind of like get the cobwebs out, but yeah, the same thing has been happening. Like the check engine light keeps like blinking, so just blinking right now. I'm working on that actually. So other than oil leak, I'm gonna look into changing spark plugs, maybe the injectors or cleaning the injectors. That could be another thing, but it's making sense as everything is tied to the oil pan. Um, I just got done from the gym actually, so I'm a little bit like worn out and tired. I woke up late, so yeah, that's kind of another hassle that I'm dealing with. But yeah, I mean, like I always say, if you guys have like been through this before, just let me know. I will greatly appreciate the advice. So right now, I just shifted to third, and it was bogging a little bit. So it's kind of like, hey, like I'm trying to figure this out. because I had found before with the 4G63Ts with the Eclipses, and I already knew it was like it wasn't an oil pan situation, it's more like a fuel situation, and the throttle body not responding in time. So I'm applying that knowledge with what's going on now. But before I go to what I know, I'm gonna go with the unknown. So that's kind of like the thing. In the future, I'm seeing changing the brakes and rotors. So putting slotted fucking drill rotors on it, and change the brake paths. One's for the aesthetic look, and also when it comes to the performance. Um, there are times that I've seen people with like decently sports cars or rally cars and sedans, and like their rotors are just beaming hot. So like I have a friend that she's like my sister. Changed her Honda rotors, and her Honda rotors were screaming in heat. Like I couldn't touch them for a while, and I didn't go far with them neither, and I wasn't riding the brake neither. So it was like I literally had to sit like for 2 hours to cool them off, and so I could avoid warping them, like because some people throw water, it's fucking stupid. So yeah, I've been dealing with that. But now, old girl here is like kind of having like her own issues. They're not major, which I'm glad, but also I would have appreciated it if it would have been less hectic and less of a pain. So yeah, we're making our way there. So whoop. So there's like a bunch of like things that is like a response late now because of the I guess of a cold start, but once it heats up, like once you start like working through gears and how you're driving, um, the kind of like throttle body and the engine is not responding as you want it to be. So yeah, I'm just gotta work through that, and just ordinary car stuff. The more you know, the more you go through, the more you learn. So I'm really great on that. Surprisingly, it's not as cold out here in California, so that's why I'm on a tank top. And like the sun is actually nice. It's like 66 degrees. If I had time, I would have worked on the oil pan, but that's a Monday situation, to be honest. And then yeah, I'm kind of like all over the place um today actually. So I'm on vacation, so I have all the time in the world, but. Even though I have all the time in the world, I still would like to have like some balance in the stuff that I do to what I want to do. One of the compartments, the middle compartment, I think I showed it before, it's not opening the doors. So that's another thing I want to change. So that means it requires taking out most of the center console. So that's another future project. I'm trying to figure out how you can actually do it. Um, but yeah, it's kind of like we'll see. Um, I have to like eventually show you guys how the cabin looks inside with the LEDs. So it actually looks pretty cool. Uh, I will have to retint the windows. Obviously, they're literally worn out from the previous owner. Nothing bad on the previous owner, just wear and tear, and the longevity of these tints, like they don't last long. Especially when I inherited the car and it's not on the previous owner. It's just being outside in the elements, like these tend to eventually give up, like the rear windshield giving up already. So yeah, it's just a matter of time. Just see what it is and see what it do. So they're just taking care of the thing. So, but we'll try this spot first. Hopefully, they could take care of it like as fast as possible. See if they have anything going on. Ooh, should be fine. But we'll take it. That's the only advantage I have from living around here. Is the fact that everything is near me. So let's park this little guy or little girl. Sorry. All right, let's go inside and talk to the guy. They did with the solid, so it was pretty fucking nice. But yeah, the guy that actually worked on it, he was pretty happy because he was like, "Oh, I like your car." I was like, "Man, thanks, I appreciate it." And you know, he thought that I was actually like gonna start like micromanaging him or whatever. I'm all about watching people work and then learning. So he was pretty like stoked about it. You know, they're pretty nice. I told them about the LED strips, so they didn't crush them. So they didn't crush them. I was happy about that. So what I'm about to do, like actually when I drive home and change, we're gonna take that list of things to do for EV and we're gonna mark off the things that will save me money. So this all cost me $180. That if you add the tires, it's roughly $800, tires and the labor. But I'm not even complaining because of that. Just because I asked a question about the tire sensoring, they were able to like hook it up and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll reset your computer module and we'll see how it goes." They were tracking that it was tuned, so they knew that EV was like not your regular Evo. But yeah, it is what it is. Like I always tell people, like, if you don't know anything about cars, just like get into it. Actually right now, because of the tires, out of the 4 tires, only one was really, really bald and it looked like it was cambering a lot. They actually fixed the alignment too, because that was the first thing they said. It's like, "Hey, we're gonna do it for free for you," just because we like the car. I couldn't get a lot of footage of them working on EV because safety hazards and like, you know, I'm new there, so there's not much that they're gonna let me do anyway. But yeah, they put the tires, they aligned it, they rotated it, and they also did the sensor. I'm so happy right now because I don't see the fucking tire like inflation sensor. I'm not seeing the warning. It's just straight clean dash, right? As of now, because when I floor it or I try to put like a lot of like boost through, it starts like doing the beep with the check engine light. So that's like my next like assignment or my next like errand. Some other tinker things like upgrades I want to do to it. Now that it comes to mind, the rear view mirror. If I put a rear view camera, I want to put the rear view mirror that consolidates into the camera. And then I'm still looking for the parts for the carbon fiber accent interior for the car. So right now, like, I'm driving it with these tires and these new shoes for her, and she is responding on the road. So driving smooth and well, shit like that, like, you know, things like that makes me happy. I just got a bonus from work, so like it's helping me out to be able to pay this shit off. So right now, like, it drives smooth and everything. So if I like the super oil control activates, I don't have to worry about like skidding because of the tires. So the tires are all weather. They're like the outer cut, the inner and outer cuts are rally styles. I bought them from MA Performance. Kudos to them. I always looked at their YouTube videos and like their merchandise. I'm not trying to sell their merchandise or look into the website. I'm new to the game in this side of the car world. Like I said before, I used to do eclipses. They're almost obsolete. But I'm not gonna lie, if I had another like vehicle, like or a 4 or 5 car garage, I will own another Eclipse GSX on the spot. So, dreams are dreams. I'm pretty sure I can make it like come true. But like now, like I just like feel a little bit relieved because I just saved money and we're about to mark things off, and I'm super excited about that. I might even just put a differential of how much I spent. But I don't mind that part. This is the best part about going home, is going uphill. So we'll see how good these tires are gonna hold up going up. I know it's not a big deal, but like you also have to check like how much boost these tires and rate the speed. So here we go. First, second, third, fourth. Here we go. Now usually this is where they start slipping. This guy's in the way, so. And here we go. Yep, see? So they started like sliding away, but since these are new tires, they grabbed right away and they just fucking kept going. I'm actually happy about the results of it, and I'm way cold actually. I'm not gonna lie. So I hope make this work out, and then I love the sound actually. The funny part is like I park EV next to an Integra. Like a kid out here owns it, so it's I like the car. I wanted an Integra to be my first car. Didn't happen, obviously. Life was lifing, but hey, it is what it is, and then we'll take care of it, and then all this stuff. So, all right, now she set it out. Now let's go inside, get the paperwork, and then start marking off the stuff that we already covered, and then let's just make it there, and make it simple, make it happen. All right, so this is what I got from the specialist. So let's just put it. As you guys shown this before. So tire. So for the left rear tire, and it's basically trying to charge me roughly around this part, and including labor, and also the diagnostics for the tire pressure sensor is another 225, but with 600, around 650 for the tires, plus $180 in labor. Sorry for the arm. I literally knocked these out, so we could happily do this. That is done and done. So the only thing left to do is the big boy, which is the oil pan, which I already got, and then do this one, which is ridiculous. But this is like the main one. I already got the parts. I just gotta get ready to do it. So catch you guys later. Appreciate it. Hey, keep working on your stuff, and then you get better at it as you go. So peace out, though.